So how does one deal with the objection? So this is a $400,000 price decrease, and the person who was called said, wow, why such a price decrease? And would they go lower? And I mean, there was just a series of objections that came up. So how could that be handled?
So if they said something, and I do this all the time, it drives my wife nuts, and she does it to me now, and it drives me nuts. So I'll say something. So for example, look, we just had a $400 price reduction. And then they say, oh, well, why are you, doing so much?
Why?
I would rephrase that with the tonality. I'm like, why would they lower it so much? What do you mean? Let them give you more information, because when you do that, I swear this will work. Do it on your spouse, do it on your friends, do it on everyone else. Have them ask you a question, rephrase the question as a question, and watch. 90% of the time, they're going to give you more information, because you want to find out why are they intrigued about the 400,000? What is it? Mm-hmm. Are they, if I were to do that, well, what do you mean? Why would they want to do that? Well, yeah, because, I'm thinking about selling my home myself. And, if you're doing a reduction of 400,000, that kind of concerns me. So now it's a whole different scenario, right? I think what happens when people go into prospecting, they lose the ability to just have a conversation as if like if it was you and you were with your friend or your family or coworker, and then someone said, well, why are you reducing it? You would answer it much differently than if you're actually answering it to a stranger. So if at any time, this is a technique, if at any time you guys feel at a loss for words, instead of stumbling over it, just rephrase what they said as a question. Number one, it gives you a little bit of time to think about it. But number two, 90% of the time, they're going to give you more information. Okay. Because you can't, you don't want to just tell them why they're doing it. I mean, you could. It wasn't selling at 1.4. So we're, it wasn't selling at 10 million. So we're lowering it down to 9.6. Why? Well, that's an interesting question. Why do you want to know? They did it.